Things just keep getting worse for Lil Durk, man. They said a Chicago hitman told a confidential informant that Lil Durk still owes him for a body.
FBI, open up!
We about to get into it. Shout out 1090 Jake for going over this paperwork, because I ain't reading it.
Now this is...
Now listen, before you get into that video, make sure you get your thing, roll it up in that grab believe, and you're going to enjoy the video 222 times more. It's a proven fact. Now, if you use your thing and you don't smoke it with grab belief, you're not going to enjoy the video more, bro. But if you smoke that thing with grab belief, you're going to enjoy the video 222 times more, scientifically proven, than if you don't. So do your homework. Grab belief king hemp paper. Grab belief whole leaf. The black pack, mwah, I love that black pack, Black History Month, black pack, nigga, shit. And that grab a leaf crush to top it off, man. You know, I like putting this crush in there with a little bit of King hemp paper with it. I meant to mix it together.
Pacer, right? The official site you go on for federal paperwork. This, I'm gonna clarify though for the confusion out there. This isn't Durk's case. This is the United States of America versus Preston Powell.
Who that is?
AKA Marley.
Who that is?
This is Marley, this handsome young guy from Chicago. And Marley is charged with the murder of Stephon Mack, right? So,
that's D-Thang killer. So he got charged for killing D-Thang. So this nigga, it sounds like this nigga told a confident informant, a snitch, while he in jail for the murder. It sounds like he told the snitch that Lil Durk still owe him for the money, and that's not good. Especially when, if you look, this is the United States, not the city, not the state of Illinois. So he's on a fair case too. So a federal informant just learned that Lil Durk owes him money for this hit. It's not looking good for Smirk. That smirk gonna turn into a frown for that motherfucker. 675 years he finna be in that prison cell.
Marley is charged with the murder of Stephon Mack, right? So I'm assuming, and these two guys are firing out of a vehicle.
Yeah.
Clearly,
one of them
this skinny dude isn't this one,
right.
So this has to be Bigums over here.
Bigums?
And
Bruh.
yeah, you know, this is how he takes his pictures. You see him on Tinder. He's like, yeah, you know, ladies, I'm single.
Now this is why you dumbass little boys need to understand. If you're gonna be in the streets, the last thing you should do is ever in your life take a picture like this and post it on Instagram. You give it off the wrong image, bro. Because as soon as you get locked up for a body or a murder, even if you did do it, it could just be mistaken identity. It could have been your brother or whatever the case is. If you didn't do it and that shit go to trial and the prosecutor start bringing up pictures on your profile picture and they look like this, the jury is going to believe that you killed something. Like, they're going to believe you.
This is how he looks. This is Marley right here. So Marley is charged with his participation in this killing,
and this
right?
murder.
And Elmer Fudd over here is AJ. This would be AJ. Now we're gonna get into AJ, but let's like jump into the paperwork real quick, right? The introduction. The government previously moved for use of the entirety of co-defendant Anthony Montgomery Wilson's recorded statements against defendant Preston Powell. Now, Anthony is AJ, Powell is Marley, right? And we're just gonna get right into it. By way of this submission, the government proposes that the court allow for the admission of 3 limited excerpts. So they're introducing these 3 things speaking on this murder, right? And up here it would say, the excerpts simply show that Montgomery Wilson's motivation for killing Mack was to collect a cash bounty that had been put out for Mack's murder by individual A and his associates with OTF. Individual A is obviously
probably Lil Durk, yeah.
Now the first excerpt would state, in this excerpt, AJ explained to the confidential source that the bounty for killing Youngin, which was Mack's nickname, was 70 grand, and that AJ tried to get the amount increased to 90. AJ, next thing you know, that's a dub. Reminds me, we was having a conversation, shorty. Ken told me like, shit, he a 70 ball right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna try to get him to go to a 90. We trying to get 90 out of him for this shit. confidential source. For a motherfucker, AJ for youngin'.
Whole time your dumb ass in there talking about a snitch. If you want, talking to a snitch, if you want to you see why I say these little boys are slow? If you want a murder case, why the fuck are you in jail talking to anybody about any type of details about your murder case? You nigga, you didn't rob, you didn't steal a pizza, my nigga. You're not going home tomorrow for a speeding ticket, brother. Nigga, what the fuck, bro? You on a murder case in the feds.
FBI, open up!
Why are you talking to anybody? And I don't give a fuck if it was your mama in there. Why are you in there talking to anybody about how much money they was gonna pay you for the hit? What sense does that make? I tell you right now, nigga, you're done. Before we even get to Lil Durk, you're out of here, bro. We'll see your ass in February 2000 and never teen on phone them. Like, you're never coming home, bro. It's over with, gang. The feds, they finna fry your dumb ass because you pretty much just snitched on yourself. Yeah, you snitched on Lil Durk for sure, and he's cooked. I'm talking about cooked grease, nigga. Damn. Hot. I'm talking about hot special, nigga. I'm talking about Five Guys burger. He cooked. It's over with, brother. It's done. But you're done too, dumbass. You snitched on yourself more than anything, folks.
Excerpt 2. In this excerpt, AJ explained to the confidential source that although individual A, aka Durk, contributed $50,000 to the bounty for killing Mac, AJ only collected a portion of those funds. AJ, look, Jam, this what Jam told Didi. I mean, he told Bondo, like, Bug, he say, man, Durk gave up 50, shorty. He only paid me a dub, so it's 30 missing. Remind you, I'm locked up. So he's saying Durk gave 50, but he only got paid 20. And 30,000 is missing. And in this excerpt, AJ would explain to the confidential source that he received approximately $40,000 for killing Mac. Confidential source. So altogether, you got 35. AJ,
look at it. He snitched. He like, so altogether, you got that dumbass talking to a snitch the whole time.
35,000 and then another 5 from JD and them, which they supposed to gave me 100, shorty. They really owe me 100,000. These 3 limited excerpts exclusively concern AJ's admissions to the confidential source that he killed Mac to collect a payment that had been offered by Durk and his associates for the murder. The statements were clearly against AJ's interests and are independently corroborated by other evidence.
Right.
These 3 limited excerpts are highly probative of the 4 higher components of Mac's murder.
And this is why I told y'all too. Like, if you think Lil Durk is about to beat these feds, you are highly delusional. The only way this nigga gonna beat the feds is if Donald Trump come save him himself, my nigga. And I don't even know if he could save him at this point, because he in that bitch for murder. I don't know if you could. Can the president pardon a nigga that murdered him? I don't even know. I don't know how that worked, but like, Lil Durk is connected to too much, bro. He connected to trying to get old black niggas killed. You know what I'm saying? To D-Thang's killer getting killed. To the attempt murder of Quando Rondo, that's another charge. The murder of Lil Pap, that's another charge. You see what I'm saying? Paying for the guns, organizing the guns and the switches and the cars, using OTF credit cards to pay for all that shit. Like, I think he gonna get at least he'll be lucky if he get 20 years.
And their admission would not be unfairly prejudicial to Powell, right? Now, Powell is basically arguing against what AJ said because, you know, AJ is obviously making it look like, hey, you know, we did this because they paid us to do this.
Right.
That's why we did it. The 3 limited excerpts from AJ's recorded statements to the confidential source provide critical context for those text messages. Now, this is the text. Powell, what's up with OTF? AJ, nothing. Powell, what you mean? They not paying? AJ, we waiting. He comes up here on the 17th. Powell.
Y'all got text messages talking about this shit.
Now, on February 17th, 2022, Durk was in Chicago conducting a party.
Oh, my God. This is getting worse and worse the more I'm reading this shit. Jesus Christ. So, for everybody that's following, okay, they have 2 weeks after D-Thang's killer, which is what they say. I don't even know if that's really his killer, but the person that killed D-Thang is Lil Durk's brother. For everybody that don't know, D-Thang is Lil Durk's brother. Lil Durk's brother D-Thang got killed in Chicago, in Harvey, Illinois, to be specific, after a club over some bullshit. I don't even know what happened. He ended up getting killed, right? So Lil Durk, they say Lil Durk put some money on the person who killed D-Thang head. The person who killed D-Thang ended up getting killed. A few weeks later, the two people that killed him texting, "Hey, what's up with OTF? Nothing. What you mean they not paying? We waiting. He come up here on the 17th. I bet." And then the 17th comes and Lil Durk is actually in Chicago doing a fucking interview where the two people who killed the nigga were there. Like, this is just bad, bro. It's bad. That means you already, that if you know he come out here on the 17th, you don't know Lil Durk is coming out here on it unless you connect it somehow, some way. You're in some type of communication with somebody that's around Durk, if not Durk himself, to get this information. And then they prove that you were there with him. It's probably the $1 million worth of game shit that they probably talking about. So you were there in the room doing the podcast, and y'all was talking about they not paying, about the money and shit. And this is, y'all niggas is stupid, gang. I ain't
podcast interview which AJ attended. That day, Powell texted AJ, "Stand on that while you with Durk them." The following day, Powell texted AJ, "Did Durk give you that money?"
Why are y'all texting each other? Like, y'all, these motherfuckers are like, bro, like, gang. Like, there's like, has to be like -3 brain cells in your, like, this shit blows my mind. It blows my mind, bro. Because we got phones, we got Google, we got Chat GPT. Like, I'm not like, we got TV shows. There's literally a TV show called How to Get Away with Murder. We got fucking Power. We got 75 seasons of this shit, man. We got 3 spinoffs, Tommy, Kanan, all this shit, bro. You would think that y'all at least have enough sense to get a fucking burner phone. Y'all texting each other from y'all phone about money that's getting paid for a murder?
Stop it. Get some help.
This is very important.
This is stupid.
It's stating that Durk was in Chicago to do a podcast interview. And AJ, who had already killed Mac, showed up. And Marley's telling him, "Make sure you stand on that. Tell Durk we need that money." Right? So AJ shows up and is supposed to ask Durk for this money, for this killing. And it just so happens the podcast is $1 million worth of game.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm looking at it right now. So the $1 million, the episode came out on March 10th. So it'll make sense that the interview happened on February 17th. That'll make sense because that was before. So they probably did the interview, hyped it up, waited, probably posted it around the time where he was dropping his album or whatever the case was. And to make it even fucking worse, the day that they did the $1 million worth of game podcast, which is February 17th, the day they did that, they shot the music video for Aha. And we all know what Aha was. Aha was dissing everybody. Aha was dissing everybody, gang. Aha. What you think he was laughing at? One of the things he was laughing at was the fact that D-Thang's killer got killed. We've been sliding through they blocks and they don't know we have. Buddy ass got shot and we ain't claim it, but I can show his ass. He filmed this the same day, bro. Listen to these words. Just got out the feds, you bring up, with your police ass. I told Vonna leave that bitch alone. She post on OnlyFans. Catch them at apartments they be in, cause that's our only chance. They don't be outside like they be on the ground. Old ops, with new ops. I'm like, oh man. That shit merged. We been through there. That shit a ghost land. My brother D-Thang just got killed and I've been slow since. But we got back on their ass. I bet they know this. And on bro, I'm speaking facts. This ain't no diss. This nigga has, he has 100%, nigga, personally, he has built his own fucking cell, bro. He has signed his own fate, gang. Let me read these lyrics to you again. That shit merged. We been on there. That shit a ghost town. My brother D-Thang just got killed and I've been slow since. But we got back on their ass. I bet they know this. And on bro, I'm speaking facts. This ain't no diss. So he just said D-Thang got killed. We got back, which means we killed the person who killed my brother. And on my brother, this is facts. This is not no diss. On my dead brother, this facts. There's no diss. That's what he said in the fucking song. While the killer was there, bro. Like,
now the
toasted, gang.
Paperwork states the interview was conducted on February 22nd. And this interview would drop March 10th, 2022, giving time for editing or whatever else.
Right.
But this wasn't the only thing recorded that day.
Same thing I just broke
Durk's
down,
music video, Aha, was also recorded that day in the same studio space. And the interview along with Durk's new song, Aha, would drop on the same day, February 22nd. Now, the funny thing about this, right, is he brought $1 million cash.
That make it even worse. Oh my God.
To $1 million worth of game. And apparently in the background of this video is not only the leader of Mike City, the gang, but AJ, who's a member of Mike City. Now within the federal paperwork, they would show a picture from the Aha music video and a man's face would be blurred out. And then obviously Reddit's gonna do what Reddit's gonna do, but this is supposedly the leader of Mike City.
Hey bro, y'all, it's something wrong with y'all, gang. It's something wrong with, like, did you think the feds wasn't gonna figure this, gonna put two and two together? This is just stupid at the end of the day, bro. At the end, and to know that you got all these millions of dollars and y'all niggas is out here killing people, paying niggas to get killed, doing all this dumbass shit when you know you got 122 kids, 20 millions of dollars, platinum songs, platinum records, platinum fucking Grammys, songs with Drake. You touring the world. You in Dubai, Switzerland, Abu Dhabi, Qatar, Africa. You eating smoked duck in Ireland and shit, gang. Like, to know you doing that, bro, and you still participate. This is why I try to tell. This is why I really try to push the narrative. Like, this shit lame as hell, bro. Because they gonna make this shit sound so cool. But at the end of the day, bro, your dumb ass just sent your own self off and crashed the fuck out and finna do your whole life in prison. Your kids finna grow up without a fucking dad, bro. Because you wanted to be tough and you wanted to prove to the broke niggas in the hood that you still like that. Cause I promise you, bro, whether you put money on their head or not, the niggas who killed D-Thang probably was gonna get killed anyway. Just knowing how the streets go. Like, you just fucking literally digged yourself a cell, gang. You made your cell and then went in there and like.
And AJ can be seen in the background of the music video. Stephon Max Killer AJ from Mike City was at Lil Durk's Aha music video shoot. The same video that he dropped less than a month after Stephon died, and he was claiming he got back for D-Thang and got someone's folks hit. So again, this whole murder took place because Stephon Mac allegedly had something to do with D-Thang's brother getting killed outside of a club.
Lil Durk's brother.
And then the music video would drop, people would start putting the pieces together, but the feds haven't indicted Durk for this murder.
Not yet.
These two guys have been indicted. And these two guys are apparently throwing Durk's name around, or at least AJ is. And the feds looked at everything. So Durk did a podcast interview. AJ was in attendance. While AJ's in attendance.
And again, the same thing I said about the Quando Rondo and the Lil Durk case. They already have the killers. The people who killed D-Thang and the people who killed Lil Pal and tried to kill Quando Rondo, they already got them. They already got them. They toasted. That nigga right there, they're toasted, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you. They got text messages. You in there talking to snitches, like, you're done, Joe, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you. But
Marley's telling him to press Durk about the fucking money they're owed while there's $1 million
cash
sitting on the table in front of him. But again, the most important thing to take away from this situation is this doesn't have shit to do with Durk's case. I see the blogs talking about it all over the place, and a lot of people are thinking that this is gonna bury Durk deeper or have an effect on him. Durk is not indicted on this murder.
Not yet.
Durk has nothing to do with this fucking case. This is just them saying, oh, Durk was supposed to pay us. Marley saying go press Durk. At no point in time does it say he said anything to Durk. At all. At no point.
Bro, y'all delusional, bro. Y'all delusional at this point. Y'all, it's like, I get it. Y'all trying to like over fight for the nigga because he Lil Durk and he famous and niggas like his music and shit. But bro, the man is toasted, bro. Like, stop it, bro. Stop. You saying it like, stop. Just stop, bro. So you don't think so you don't think they can use that evidence? He told a snitch. That means the snitch probably has a voice recording of him saying this. If they have all them transcripts, exactly what he said and how he said it, that means the snitch had a microphone planted on him while he was talking to the nigga. That means the feds sent the snitch in there with the microphone to try to get information from niggas. You think that helps Lil Durk? You think they're just gonna forget about it? Oh no, don't worry about it. Well, no, let him. No, don't even worry about that murder. He's Lil Durk. I like his songs. Listen to what he's saying, gang. It's like he's trying to fake defend.
Was supposed to pay us. Marley saying go press Durk. At no point in time does it say he said anything to Durk.
So what?
At all.
What does that mean?
At no point in time does anybody say Durk actually exchanged any fucking money. They're naming everybody else. That's the.
So you think when the feds go get OTF DD and whoever else they named, you think nobody? They already saying people snitching on Durk. The feds have already confirmed that people are snitching on Durk. So you don't think?
The thing. They're trying to tie Durk into all of these situations.
What do you mean they're trying?
Nobody is actually saying Durk did this, Durk did that, and there's no proof of it actually even happening.
Oh my God.
So keep that in mind when you hear these things. But as far as these two guys go, there seems to be a ton of evidence against them.
What are they saying
regarding this murder?
At least these niggas in the comments not delusional, gang. Because he's not beating them charges, bro. You trying to Jake trying to say, well, they can't prove anything, and okay.
Murder. They're trying to say the intent was because they were getting paid. Apparently, they didn't get paid the full amount. So keep that in mind. All you young ones out there that want to go out here and catch hats, this and that. Dudes is allegedly saying they got 70 on their head, 100 on their head. None of these people are getting paid. What was the situation with Young Dolph?
Yep.
He had however much on his head, and they allegedly got paid like $500. You better off just getting a regular job. You don't have to crash to get cash. You could download the free Cash app. It's just, people talk good. Things sound good. But if you think 100,000 is just gonna land on your lap, and then this dude's in jail trying to figure out how he's gonna get his money.
Right.
Who are you gonna talk to? You can't get on the jail phone and call anybody. So instead, he's venting to his cellmate, who just so happens to be a.
And you think that's a coincidence? You think that the FBI, the feds have Lil Durk in custody for a murder for hire? I'm sure that the feds know that there's a possibility, and I'm sure the feds have heard in a million fucking rooms and songs and whatever the case is that Lil Durk probably had something to do with Stephon Mack, D-Thang's killer. Probably has something to do with that murder too. So you think it's a coincidence that a confidential informant ends up being the cellmate of one of the killers, of D-Thang's killers? The feds are a lot smarter than y'all get them credit for, bro. And ain't shit on accident, bro. If you think that shit was an accident or just a coinky dink, just so happens, I don't know what to tell you, bro. That shit would sound planned and calculated to me. That shit sound like somebody, yeah. You snitching on? Okay, bet we gonna pay. Go up in that cell. Yeah, we switch cellmates. Yeah, so you take your ass in there with him. Yeah, he the one who killed. Yeah, go in there with him. See if he tell on this dumbass self. And see if he tell on Durk too. Try to get him to tell on Durk. We're trying to get his ass out of there.
Confidential source.
Remember, Durk is in the Fed's case. You don't think the Feds is trying to build a RICO? You think the Feds want to let Lil Durk out? Or you think the Feds want to try to get any reason, any way they can for they trying to lock his ass in there, gang? Like, they not trying to let him go free or let him get off scotch-free or slap on the wrist 10 years. No, they trying to bury that nigga.
And he's feeding all that information back to the Feds. Oh, so you got 30 or 35? No, I ended up getting this, and then this one threw a little bit on top of that. And he's probably exaggerating still because he doesn't want to look stupid.
Right.
To dude that's in the cell with him. You know, they're going to throw a little bit of extra, you know, just to make it sound like they didn't get played, when in all actuality, they went and caught a body and didn't get shit out of it. But hey, let me know y'all stop.
Because think about it. That's why I say y'all nigga gotta, motherfucker gotta be smart.
Barely.
Like, if I put a word out in the streets that it's $100,000 on his head, and then you go kill him, he's already dead. So I don't really have to pay you shit. He's dead. He can't come back. You're not gonna bring him back if I don't pay you. He's already dead. So if somebody's trying to put some money on the head, as soon as you go whack them, all you let them know is that you are goofy. Like, you let them know that you are goofy, and you will do anything for the possibility of some money. Because you think it's real quick. I'm just going to pull up on here, put a ski mask on, bust this trigger, and I'm going to be rich. I'm going to go back to the hood. I'm going to get $100,000. And then they so stupid, they get, let's say Lil Durk did give you 100 racks. You would have went and spent that shit on drugs, clubs, rental cars, and designer clothes while you were still living. You wouldn't even been smart enough to move out of the hood. Your dumb ass would have still been sitting there with a bunch of designer and Gucci belts and shit and Louis Vuitton bags in the hood looking dumb as hell. You know how fast 100,000 go, bro, when you trying to live a high life? Now, if you got 100,000 and you trying to build on that 100,000, that's a lot of money. But if you got 100,000 and your sole intention is to go blow it and make yourself look rich, that shit'll be gone in 2 days. You see what I'm saying? You can go buy your girl a Chanel bag, nigga. That's 12 racks. You do that shit twice in the same week, nigga. You talking about $25,000. So that's 25% of all your money gold, folks. You want to take a trip? Of course you're gonna go first class. You want to go to fucking what, Hawaii? That's $3,000-$4,000. You and your girl, that's $3,000-$4,000. You know you're gonna be buying drugs every other day. You feeling yourself. You buying pounds of weed. You buying perks, all type of shit. You go to the mall. You get three designer shoes, a designer belt, nigga, a designer jacket. That's another $20,000-$30,000. You look up and $60,000-$70,000 gone. And the Fed's still looking for your dumb ass. It's all dumb, bro. Like he said, you better off just going to get a fucking job, gang. Y'all niggas be trying to do everything else except for just go get a job, bro. Except for just go to college, go to trade school. Except for just start your YouTube channel. Instead of just start posting on TikTok. Instead of just start using AI to get your bread. There's no way in the world. It's 2016, bro. This the easiest time ever in the universe of life for a motherfucker to get paid, to get rich, and get money. And make money. Like, come on, gang. Y'all can't still be this slow. But it blow my mind every day that niggas is really this slow. Like, bro. And really, it's crazy. The majority of niggas is this slow. It ain't a lot of smart niggas, bro. You know how I could tell you it's not a lot of smart niggas, gang? Because if I was on YouTube, I got 826,000 subs on this channel. If I was on YouTube and I was like, damn, he popped his ass, he a real one on them. Yeah, bet you ain't gonna slide then. If I was over here instigating the beef and antagonizing the beef, I'd be way bigger. I'd get way more views. I'd be way more turned. The fact that I'm talking some type of sense into y'all, my views is going down, but I'd rather sacrifice that shit than be on here dumb as hell and promoting this dumb ass shit. For them, like, this is dumb as hell, gang. Lil Durk dumb as hell. You doing all this shit. You been fucking multi-million. How the hell you gonna be a rapper putting hits out on niggas and you think the feds ain't gonna find out? You think nobody gonna snitch on you? You think nobody gonna find you? Know the FBI not gonna find out who you called, who you texted, who you paid. None of that. They ain't gonna put two and two together ever in history. When they gonna sit in that interview and go frame by frame with facial recognition and be like, is this person in this room? Did he appear on camera? Yep, there you go right there. This point. Oh, okay. You got, let's go through all his text messages. They don't even gotta do no police work no more. They got AI, bro. They can go through your text messages and tell their system, hey, show me all the messages where he used the name Lil Durk in the past 10 years. Boop. Okay. Let's read them. Oh, you talk about money right there. Oh, when did he get killed? He got killed on that date. Oh, this was 2 days later. Let's write that down. It's not that hard to be the police no more, especially when y'all dumbass niggas snitching on yourself, using your own phones, texting each other about murders and shit. Like, come on, bro. This shit is embarrassing at this point, bro. Like,